Greetings everyone and welcome back. Today we are going to start a new topic which is equations of motion, and there are three equations of motion. We'll be deriving those three equations and we'll be using a graphical method for deriving those equations, and this topic is very important. Why it is important? Because either the derivations will be coming in exam, or the numericals based on those equations will be coming in exam. So we'll start deriving the equations first. So if when I said that we'll be deriving those equations with the help of graph, so we need a graph. We'll be using velocity time graph. And at this point, usually students ask, sir, why we are using only velocity time graph? Why not displacement? Why not acceleration time graph? So for these equations, we need four things: displacement, velocity, time, and acceleration. And if we use displacement time graph, we can find displacement with the help of y-axis, because here displacement will be written. We can find displacement, we can find time, and we can find velocity. The slope of displacement is a velocity, but we cannot find acceleration from that graph. And when we talk about acceleration time graph, we can find acceleration, which will be written here, and we can find time period also, and we can find velocity, because this area under the slope of acceleration time graph denotes velocity, but we cannot find displacement from that graph. But when we talk about velocity time graph, we can find all four things from this graph. We can find velocity, we can find time, we can find acceleration with the help of slope. Slope is acceleration, and the area under the slope is displacement. So we can find all four things with the help of velocity time graph, but we cannot find all four things with either displacement time graph or acceleration time graph. That is why we use velocity time graph. And basically, when it is written equations of motion, we only use uniformly accelerated motion. When we are deriving those equations, three equations, that time we are only talking about uniformly accelerated motion. And I've told you how to draw uniformly accelerated motion for velocity time graph. If you don't know, watch velocity time graph video, you will get it. So one more thing, it is for numericals. If a numerical comes in which it is written a body is starting from rest and it reaches to a velocity of 30 meter per second. So when it is said when a body is starting from rest, that means the initial velocity here is 0 and final is 30 meter per second, because the body is starting from rest, so it is 0. And another type of numerical is when a body is moving with 30 meter per second speed and brakes are applied, and it retards and it comes at rest. So initial was 30 meter per second, now it is coming at rest after application of brakes. So right now final velocity will be 0. So I'll draw a uniformly this is a straight line, uniformly accelerated. You might be thinking, why I have not started from here, why I have started from here? Because if I start from here, this is origin, that time initial velocity will be 0, because origin initial velocity will be 0, and I don't want initial velocity to be 0. That is why I have started from here and I have drawn like this. This is uniformly accelerated graph. So I have taken it as U. Now first of all I'll name them. ठीक है. Yeah, I'll name them. This is, I've named it as O. I'll name it as A. This is B. This point as C. This point as C, D, and E. Okay. And this is our slope. This is the starting point, and we know that we take initial velocity as u. So this is u, and final velocity as v. So this is final velocity v. We have taken initial velocity u here and final velocity as v. Now from the graph we can assume that, we can say that OC is equal to AB is equal to u. OC, this is u, no? This is the initial velocity. So this whole will be u. U, this is OC equal to AB is equal to u, initial velocity. Now I can also say that OE is equal to AD is equal to V. V is final velocity and U is initial velocity. So initial velocity is this much and final velocity is this much. I hope everybody has understood till here. And I can say one more thing. Watch this. AD is equal to AB plus BD. This much is AD. AD can be written as AB plus BD. I hope everybody has understood this. And from here we can write AD as V and AB as U plus BD. V is equal to U plus BD. So we can find the value of BD, V minus U. First equation. So basically this we have found, BD is equal to V minus U. We can do it by graph only. AD is V and this much is U. So this will be V minus U. I hope everybody has understood till here. And everyone, so I need more space, so I'm rubbing this, but I write this equation there. The first equation that we found was BD is equal to V minus U. This was our first equation. This was our first equation. And we know that slope of velocity time graph represents acceleration. So acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time period. Change in velocity is, initially it was u, that means it was at b, and then it reaches to velocity v, final d. So the change in velocity is bd. Initially it was at b, here it was here, and finally it reaches here. Initially it was here at b, or you can say at c. Initially it was here and finally it reached here, d. So I can write change in velocity is bd. This is change initial and final. This is change upon time period. This is time period OA. I hope if you have understood. I'll repeat it once again. Acceleration is change in velocity upon time. So change in velocity is, initially it was here, this and this point are same, so here, and then it reached here, initial then final, so BD upon OA. And we know that we have found that BD is equal to V minus U and OA is time period T. We denote it by small t. It is T. So acceleration is equal to V minus, AT is equal to V minus U. I have cross multiplied. Now AT plus U is equal to V, and we can write it V is equal to U plus AT. This is the first equation of motion, and we can also tell it velocity time relation. This equation is known as velocity time relation. I hope everybody has understood velocity time relation, and I hope you don't have any doubt in this. I hope you have understood what is over here, or if you want me to explain again, I can. I'll explain again. Acceleration is y BD upon OA. BD is, initially it was U, so I've taken here. Because acceleration is change in velocity, U, then final velocity is V, this position. So BD is change in velocity. It was here, then it reached here. So BD is change in velocity, and time is OA. This is time period. Initial time, final time, this is time. So time. So this is the equation. Thank you.